Welcome, y'all.
Hey, Sherri.
Hey, Tammy. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great.
Awesome. It's been a little bit.
Only a little bit. We had that long break, and then now I'm doing 2 a month. We got to catch up.
I need to get you on the schedule we are at the end of September as we are recording this, hence the scary clown in the background. Mm-hmm. Thank you to Harold for camera switching, but also for this lovely curtain we have now hiding all of the refrigerator and snacks and games. So, what's new? Anything?
Just got back from traveling. Kids are growing up. Everything's happening.
That's good.
Love all that. What about you?
Everybody's doing good?
Yeah, they're doing good.
I had a little surgery. Mm-hmm. Had a bone removed in my thumb wrist area. Doing well, though. It's been 2 weeks. Getting better each day. I'll have to wear this for 6 weeks total.
Oh, that sucks. But at least you got purple.
Oh, yeah. So
you're LSU'd out.
When I actually get closer to Halloween, if I'm still in it, I'm going to get orange. So it'll be orange and black for Halloween. So I have to do something before we start.
Okay.
I got this package in the mail a couple days ago, and I started opening it, but then I found the card inside. Now, I'm going to preface all of this by saying I didn't have my glasses on. So I didn't know who the package was from. But, their packages show up at your house when you order shit. So
yeah, and sometimes I random shop.
Well, I was like, I don't think I have anything coming from UPS, but, and I opened the box and this was inside. The episode where I went to Illinois.
Yes.
And we did the Kankakee story.
Yes. One
of the co-hosts there was Darla.
Mm-hmm. And she was fun.
She sent me a package. And let me just show you the front of the card here. It says, thanks. Just wanted to thank you for allowing me to be part of Grits. And she said, feel free to open on air if you wish. Love you, Darla. Thank you so much, Darla. That's so sweet.
That is sweet.
I don't think that you should be sending a thank you. I should be sending you a thank you for everything you did while we were there for us. So, okay. I'm going to open on air. I did pull one thing out before I realized the card was in there. Mm-hmm. So, this is a positive taco. Isn't he cute? This is what he says. It's okay to fall apart sometimes. Tacos fall apart and we still love them. Tiny Taco has your back whenever you need a pick-me-up.
That is cute.
So cute, 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 cute. All right. This is in tissue paper. Oh my. A swear word coloring book for adults. And it says,
oh, love it.
Eat a bag of dicks on the front. Oh my gosh. Maybe at the end of the show today, I'll flip through here for our lighthearted funny at the end. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is also, oh gosh, this is awesome. It's Eat a Bag of Dicks. It's called a sweary planner. Sweary planner for 2026 and 2027. Bills and shit. Fuck it. I have to shop. Don't forget, bitch, that's a to-do list. Mm-hmm. Love it. All I need is grace, guts, and a badass gratitude. Okay. Love it. All right. And there's more. Darla, you outdid yourself. Oh my, what is this? All right. It looks like a cup. Let's see. Oh, she must have made this. Eat a giant bag of dicks, and it's a horse giving the fingers.
Love it.
The middle fingers. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Cool, cool, cool. I love a cup. What else is in here? Suck a bag of dicks. This is
like sweet tart.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll have to try them when we're done.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm putting that in my mouth on camera.
No, I'm not either. Oh, wait.
One more?
Oh, and crayons for the coloring books.
Oh, perfect. And she got you the good ones.
I know. They're Crayola. They're not rose art.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Yes.
Right. Oh, Darla, that was so sweet.
That that was so nice. You did not have to do that, but I appreciate you so much. And Paula was also on that episode, and thank you to Paula too. Again, that was a fun time. I was glad we were able to get the equipment up there and work on that. So, all right. Like I said at the beginning, we are at the end of September. I love Halloween, and you told me you brought spooky time.
Brought a little spooky time.
Oh, I'm ready.
Like the last time I traveled, I found one ghost story.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. This time, I went someplace really old.
Like, in that area is like where they discovered America kind of old. Well,
Yes.
I should say Pilgrims, not where they discovered America.
Yeah. Because see, like Louisiana is old. We have evidence of one of the oldest human civilizations that we have here in Louisiana.
Right.
What is it? Prospect Point, Prosperity Point. It's even older than the pyramids. It's super, super old.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyhow, I went up to what they call central New York, but it's about as far north as you can get on this portion of New York. It's near Syracuse.
Okay.
And it's right on the edge of Lake Ontario.
Gotcha. It's cold.
Yes, although it wasn't too bad while we were there.
Well, y'all were there in summertime, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was still September while we were there, and I was actually, the week before, it had been colder than I like.
Oh, okay.
You know, waking up in the low 40s.
Yeah, no, that's crazy for summertime.
Yes. And so anyhow, the place I went to is called Mexico, New York.
Okay.
Little village, maybe 1,500 people.
Okay.
Civilization has been there for about 7,000 years.
Wow.
And Europeans have been there since the earlier 1700s.
Wow.
Most of the buildings in this area are 1920s and older. And I mean houses even.
Wow.
It's just not, it's old.
Hopefully some have been remodeled.
They've mostly been remodeled. But even where we were staying, I think was probably built in the 1880s, 1890s. My son's house is 1890s. I mean, this is
well
old.
established.
Mm-hmm. And so when you have something like that much history, there's bound to be spooks. So I didn't even look any of it up before I went up.
Some ghost hanging out, trying to scare everybody. Definitely.
Yeah. And so I went and I found the places where the spooks are.
Okay.
Looked around a little bit. Nothing popped off. So nothing.
Did you have your little?
I didn't have my
ghost
thing.
Spectrometer that you got off Amazon.
But at least I got to see the places where these stories are about.
Yes.
And so anyhow, Mexico is a village and a township and a county. So the county is Oswego County.
Okay.
And other than Syracuse on one side, Oswego is the next big town.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So just a little bit down the shore from Mexico is Fort Ontario.
All right.
And there you may see, it's hard to figure out if they're seeing two ghosts and attributing it, and just getting them confused because they're wearing Revolutionary British uniforms.
Yeah.
So
it could be 10 ghosts.
Yeah.
They all wearing the same thing.
Two men that they are attributing to it.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. So this fort changed hands a lot of times. There was, because the French Indian War was up there. The Revolution was up there. And the War of 1812 was up there. That's a lot of blood in the ground.
That's a lot of men dying.
Yes.
In war.
Yes, and not in a clean way.
No.
It's not just pew done.
Yeah.
It's pew, you're injured, and now you're going to take 2 weeks to die of the gangrene that set in from the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reload the musket and maybe get shot again if you're lucky, so you're not suffering.
Yeah, I mean, some people did just die on the battlefield, but there was a lot of suffering and nastiness. So that would all come back to the fort, post skirmish or whatever. So anyhow, one of the thoughts is this is George Fikes. He was a loyalist who joined the King's regiment. And we don't even say that he was a traitor anymore.
He was British.
No.
Fighting Americans?
He was American fighting with the British against Americans.
Oh, wow.
And the way they put it is they've dumbed that down, that wasn't a bad guy. That was a bad guy.
Yes.
Okay, his grave is
You're
there.
You're killing your fellow countrymen.
Yes, because they don't want to be ruled by a king that's thousands of miles away and tells them what to do and takes all their stuff.
George.
Yeah. So, it's his grave that is the big deal here.
I would assume it's either in or near the fort.
It is at the fort. He's still got a headstone there. And it is said that if you step on it, he's going to haunt you forever.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to follow you around.
All right.
And then there's another. Go ahead.
Did you go to the fort?
No.
Okay.
We drove by
I was like, tell me you stepped on the grave.
I didn't, but I might have done this other part if I had time to go explore the fort. Because we did explore some things, and some things we just drove by and waved.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So another legend is that if you jump over his grave and do a few other things like spit and lay down,
what the fuck?
You can get him to haunt someone else.
Oh.
So
now they're pulling out the voodoo.
Yeah. And the weird thing is that both sides of his grave are bald. So people are trying this.
Yeah.
Because they're jumping from one side to the other.
They just need to put cement around it. Poor little Georgie, poor G.
Yeah. George died of a fever.
Was it related to an injury? Okay. Well, they were just passing all the shit around back then. If somebody, they didn't wash their hands.
And especially if you lived in close quarters.
Yeah.
With a lot of people from a lot of different places.
New germs.
Yeah. I mean, we came back with colds.
Yes.
It's just life. Okay. And the other possibility for the ghost or the other ghost is Lieutenant Basil Dunbar. How British is that name?
Spell Basil for me.
It's like basil.
Okay. That's what I thought. Basil Dunbar.
Mm-hmm. He lost a duel, but he must not have thought he was going to lose because he hasn't figured out he's dead yet. And he's just kind of blandly wandering around the property a little confused.
Bless his heart.
Okay. And there could be some more modern ghosts at this location. Because like I told you, it has changed hands over and over again, been used at different things.
Is this like one of the gates of hell here at this fort?
Well, so many people died there. There are so many bodies.
I ain't going to the fort.
But this is the part that icked me out the most was the Spanish flu came through there in 1918. And for about 2 weeks, 3 to 15 soldiers died a day.
Okay. So I have to interject a personal quick note. COVID, pandemic, Spanish flu, pandemic. My grandmother lived through both.
Yes.
She died when she was like 101 and a half. She did not die of COVID.
No.
She died because she was 101 and a half.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that just made me think of her.
Oh.
Okay. Spanish flu.
I do like the fact that your grandmother lived through everything. I think about how crazy the world must feel. My grandmother lived to like 90. Both of my grandmothers lived to late 90s.
All the things they saw, especially when it was like women didn't really work outside the home.
Right.
Talking about remote control TVs, color TVs, microwaves.
Mine went from horse and buggies to cable television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No radio. Because, they lived a little more rurally.
Right.
One side was ranchers. So you don't bring power out to people whenever there's one house.
Yeah.
And you're surrounded by thousands of acres. It's just not going to happen. So I always think about that because in my life, how much has changed.
I know. I think about that too.
And another 50 years on top of this, 50 something years on top of this, I'm going to be
flying cars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to sidebar.
That's okay. Just to say that even though I'm old and some things are worse, I really like the world we get to live in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this even.
Yes, absolutely.
It's awesome.
So George and Basil plus whoever else.
How many ever soldiers from how many ever battles.
And flus and pandemics and gangrene.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a ghost story that I came across, but I couldn't attribute it to a location, but it was connected with this county. So it might have been here, that in the War of 1812, the soldiers got assistance by ghosts from the Revolutionary War.
Shit?
They looked up at marchers and it was their own people coming to help them, but they were dead.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Must have been that high fever making them delirious.
maybe
out
so.
there.
But other stories include a small boy ghost. That's creepy.
I don't like kid ghosts.
Kid ghosts are very, very creepy. And then there is a ghost cat. And at first I thought
that don't surprise me one bit.
At first I thought, okay, no big deal. I mean, a live cat acts almost like a ghost.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
You know, it just wanders around, knocks things off. But then it said that it rubs around your ankles and there's nothing there.
Oh.
That would freak me out.
Yes.
But maybe just because I come from Snake Land.
Is something rubbing on you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would totally, I put that would screw me up all day. And while looking up these, I came from a ghost tale from a little further away, but I thought it was kind of grody and cool.
Okay.
So I put it in. This is actually happened in Pennsylvania, which isn't that far from what we're talking about. Okay. So General Mad Anthony Wayne was a revolution. I know. Why do people...
Is mad in quotes?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, that's his Christian name. His mama named him Mad
But
Anthony.
in history, he's gone down as Mad Anthony Wayne.
Okay.
Okay. And he was a Revolutionary War hero that went back to fighting after the war. Yeah, he did a little bit in politics, but then
He
Washington
dabbled.
was like, hey, I need you.
Yeah.
He loved fighting. So, in order to move the American expansion westward, which really means killing Indians. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, taking over land.
That's why we needed soldiers to move westward. Okay, but the British also still had outposts outside of the 13 colonies. You know, we forget how tiny America was in the beginning.
Right.
And so in, when was it? Did I put it on this page and forget to write it? Okay, I know when it was anyhow. It was in 1796. He was supposed to be kind of talking to some British soldiers there, negotiating with them. We probably wanted to get them further outside of this ring.
Right.
Because remember that Britain still owned Canada. They lost us, but they still owned Canada. So get them to move a little closer to where they needed to be. And so he died of gout.
Mad
during
Anthony.
that. Gout.
Huh.
Now, gout itself doesn't actually kill you.
Is it the lactic acid? What is it that gets in your feet?
If you are getting gout, you may also get kidney stones.
Oh.
So that's the only, those crystals are the same makeup.
Okay.
So it's the same type of thing. or
Science
possible.
lesson.
So, but you don't die of gout. So I'm
No.
also wondering if a guy on a political mission didn't get poisoned or something.
Okay.
Okay, 13 years later, his son said, hey, I need Dad's body to come back to Delaware to the family plot.
What? Where he was in the ground somewhere else?
Right there where he died.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the men got there, dug him up, but the body was still fleshy,
Ew.
which is weird.
13 years later?
13 years later. And the
Damn.
men...
They're not embalming. This is just straight up.
It just didn't rot.
Wow.
The men decided not to travel 400 miles with a juicy dead body. That would have been over a month.
That's
of
so
travel.
gross. Juicy dead body.
So they decided to boil the flesh off the body.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. This was not just a ghost story, but it was a gross one. And even though it wasn't where I was I got to include this crap.
If Anthony wasn't mad before, he's
gonna be
pissed
mad now. And look, it gets worse for him.
Okay, all right. Let's boil him down.
So they boiled them down, took the bones out,
Mm-hmm.
reburied the meat bits
Okay.
in his grave there,
Okay.
and took his bones away.
Okay. I feel like his son ain't. Okay, go
That's
ahead.
not what his son meant.
Right.
And you don't separate a body.
Mm.
That's gross.
I didn't think about that part.
Yeah, like half of them's in a hole in the ground. The
Well,
other half of them is in a box.
Yeah.
On a wagon.
Going 400 miles back home.
Okay. And then on the way to Delaware, they hit a hole or something. The box got jostled, spilt out. They don't think they got all the bones.
Oh my God.
So now he's got two places.
Yeah, so now he's in a, yeah.
And then he goes, this got real low.
Did it? Is it just falling down?
Yeah.
You know, that maybe a ghost just pushed it down. Maybe that was Mad Anthony, like, don't tell my story.
And so then they take the rest of his bones and finally get it to Delaware.
Yes.
And bury him in the family plot. But anyhow, now the legend says that the ghostly general, most likely with a reasonable sense that he is not whole, wanders the path between...
Good Lord. The 400-mile path?
Not all the way. It's just like from where the meat is to where the first bone spilled out.
Oh, my God.
Like here and here, come pick it up.
Jeez.
And he does that each year on New Year's Day, which was also his birthday.
So guess what? You just stay the fuck home and you don't have to see him. Yeah.
Nurse your hangover.
Yeah. Leave Mad Anthony out to walk the interstate because I'm sure there's an actual road built there by now.
It says, in winter's icy breath, a translucent orb rambles along the vacant roads, looking for lost bones and skeletal scraps on one of the longest nights of the year.
Nope.
Yeah. And it says, Mad Anthony Wayne is most likely doomed to tread for all eternity. I don't really believe in ghosty ghost.
Yeah.
But that's a sure way to get a ghosty ghost.
You think?
I think that if you mess up somebody's body and scatter it.
Yeah, but for 13 years, he was in the same place, like being peaceful and shit.
Yeah.
But like if he went on to whatever happens after we die, then would he really have to come back from that just to haunt? I don't know. Okay, I'm reading way more into this.
Okay, so Mexico, New York has their own Revolutionary War hero. His name was Silas Town. And he overheard plans that the British were making, and he saved his fort because of it.
Nice.
He later returned and was a major person in building up this village and town.
Okay.
And we saw his grave.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Why is he spooky time?
He is not.
Oh, okay.
He personally is not. But, you know, we went to the state park. We showed you some of those pictures.
Yes.
And we kind of wandered around the woods. They buried him on a hill near where he listened in, which is maybe 50 feet in on the shoreline, maybe 50 yards in on the shoreline from the lake. And so we kind of went anywhere he could have listened. Because what
Did
it
you
was.
Hear something?
No, but it was kind of cool. It was just kind of cool to be
Was it just like quiet where y'all were? Or was there traffic or anything?
No traffic.
Wow.
Just birds and fish. And since it was a weekday, there weren't even a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this was all at Mexico Point State Park. And there is supposed to be a haunted cottage there. Casey's Cottage. But I don't think it's haunted. It doesn't feel haunted.
You went by it?
Yeah.
Did you stay there? Like, is this like state parks here? You can rent a little cabin to stay in.
I think you can stay there, or at least I know you can tour it.
Okay.
But we couldn't tour it because they shut everything down on Labor Day up there.
Oh, okay.
Because summer's over. Oh my gosh, we're about to freeze.
But you were by it.
We were by it, kind of looking in the windows. It didn't feel haunted, but it is an artist cabin that was made out of a carriage house.
Yeah, okay.
That used to be attached to a hotel.
All right.
And it's really cool, really cute. It's adorable. It's old and adorable. It looks a little bit Hansel and Gretel-esque.
Oh.
But I think there's more to say, even though they say that might be haunted. I think that the hotel that used to be there may have a curse on it.
So is the hotel still standing or is it just like a slab?
It is just rocks.
Oh,
Like they
it's
did a
just
rock
crumbled.
foundation.
Yeah.
Because this hotel burnt entirely to the ground twice.
Oh my God.
Tell me that isn't cursed.
That's cursed. Yeah.
My son said, you got to go see the hotel that's either cursed or not cursed. We don't know.
You're like, I'm in.
I'm in. I'm going.
Google.
Where is this place?
So you're at the cute little cottage, but you can also see the hotel.
The
rubble.
whole foundation of the hotel. Because, up there, it wasn't like poured concrete.
Right.
It was rocks that you dug up.
So it's just rubble at this
It's just
point.
rubble.
Yeah.
And so all the wood, all the beams, the 2 or 3 stories of the hotel are gone. But that kind of masonry rock, what do you call it? Kind of where you...
She's asking Harold.
Like a bulkhead.
Okay, that'll do.
A bulkhead.
That'll do. If you're from here, you'll know that.
So you got a vibe?
Got a vibe.
Okay.
Got a vibe. Got an arrogant vibe.
Ooh.
There. It felt weird. But it didn't feel so weird at the cottage.
Right.
And I mean, it could have just been that was a place for the rich and famous to go at that hotel. And maybe they left it feeling that
way.
But yeah, I hate arrogance.
You got to be humble.
Yeah. If somebody thinks they're better than everybody else, they will harm everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's just something that puts my radar up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think that place is cursed.
Was there any... So this is... Your son said it may or may not be haunted.
It may not be cursed.
Okay, cursed. Yeah. The burning down twice.
Yeah. And it was like burning down twice within 20 years.
Yeah.
Completely rebuilt. Rich and famous are back at it. And then it just... And I don't mean burnt down like there was a fire in a corner and they put it out. The lake is 100 yards away. There was plenty of water.
Right.
No reason for the thing to go all the way to the ground.
Yes.
Except for it went all the way to the ground. Okay. In Oswego,
yes.
You saw Dave's shirt.
Yes.
There's a lighthouse that is also haunted.
Yes.
And we didn't get to go into the lighthouse because it was a weekday. We spend the weekend doing what the grandkids wanted to do. Of course,
yeah.
And so the weekdays we would go travel around, but not all services were open either because it was a weekday or because it was after Labor Day. They shut a lot of things down. The lake's about to freeze there. Okay. So it's the Oswego Harbor West Pierhead Lighthouse. And so we went to the museum that's like probably a quarter mile from it, and we could go view it from the upper floor of the museum. So I did see it, and I saw where the accident that I'm about to talk about happened.
Tell me.
Okay. In November 1942, the lighthouse keeper got stranded because of a horrible blizzard. And there was a break in the storm in early December, like December 1st. And so a rescue crew went out to the lighthouse to trade out keepers and bring supplies. On the return trip, the storm picked up and the boat motor failed and crashed. And 6 out of the 8 men on board died.
Wow.
Now people can see orbs floating around.
Yes.
Where that crash happened.
Yes.
And can hear screams.
Ew.
In the middle of the night.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming when you went, it was daylight.
Yes. So I could see where it happened. There's like I guess it's like a bulkhead too going out to the lighthouse, but it's very narrow. It's not meant for traveling on.
Yeah.
But where the boat had to come in and where it hit, where it struck.
Wow. Yeah. And did anything come up about the 2 people that lived? Like, have they said anything regarding?
There was nothing about them. I just know that the lighthouse keeper that they rescued lived.
Oh.
So that's good.
That's good. But
because if the person you went out there to rescue dies, then your death kind of was in vain, right?
Right.
Okay. And so we ended up having a connection to one of the early lighthouse keepers. Same name as a family member that was with us that day.
Oh my gosh.
And so that was a little weird
Yeah,
when you see the same first and last name.
Yes.
And this is my son, so I picked the name.
Right.
So it definitely hit me in the face. And I was telling him how the job of a lighthouse keeper is kind of cool and kind of sucks. It's really kind of awful.
It seems like it would be creepy as fuck.
Yeah. And we could see that none of the lighthouse keepers were there for long.
Oh.
They were like 2 years, 3 years. And
I thought you were going to be like 6 months.
Well, and sometimes it would be like 6 months. But at the time, if you're getting cash money, it was a sweet gig. It paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're getting cash money and a residence and all of your needs met.
Right.
You wouldn't leave that job real easy.
Right.
But
if the place is haunted, I probably would.
You know, and my son was like, hey, I see some of them lasted longer. I said, because by this point, they were taking turns.
Yeah.
There were 3 or 4, and there would be an actual crew out there with you, or you could bring your family. And I said, the one that that's all up in here, that was in early days. That's why they were lasting just short amount of times, and they'd be removed, died, quit, removed, died. And I was like, so what do you do to get fired from a lighthouse? You go insane.
Ah.
Yeah.
So if the lighthouse is haunted, there's crazy ass.
Yes. There was a huge epidemic of lighthouse keepers committing suicide or having to get locked up
because they
lost their mind. There is some evidence it might have been the lenses that from the lighthouse, because we got to see one of them. And it was really cool. This that would manage to reflect and refract the light far enough to do some good, because it wasn't like it was a spotlight you lit. It was a freaking lantern you stuck up in there that would normally only light a room, is now being able to be seen way out in the ocean.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
And so this is another one where the cooler story came outside of the location I was in.
All right.
It's it's a rough story.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. It's in Maine. And in the mid 1800s, there was a man named Lucas Bright, and he arrived at the Boone Island Lighthouse with his wife, his brand new wife, Catherine. About 4 months later, after they get there.
Same lighthouse or different one in there? Different one.
This is in Maine.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And so it's not even that close.
Right.
Still, it was a wild story. A storm blew up. Severe December nor'easter. And that's like a hurricane, but cold.
Yeah.
Like a category 1, but cold.
That would suck.
Screw that. So it's blowing across this little island, huge waves. Lucas is not feeling good, and he hadn't been feeling good all the week, and he was tired. But he had to check the tower and make sure the lighthouse was lit. And at this one, the house was separate from the tower. It wasn't like bottom 2 floors were living quarters.
So he had to go out into the weather.
He had to go out into the weather. Okay.
Couldn't you just look out the window and see if it was lit?
I don't know. Maybe one of those things where it was so close that looking up,
okay,
you couldn't see the top.
All right.
Kind of thing.
Okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. So he tied a rope around his waist.
This feels very familiar to me. I don't know why.
Hey, I don't know, but it's a good story.
Yeah.
Kissed his wife, walked out of the warm house into the wind, and the waves are starting to crash up over the island. The whole place is getting coated with ice. And he tried to secure the bolt to the tower door, the lock thing. And a big wave swept up over the rocks and pulled him out into the water.
But he's got a rope.
So Catherine sees it, grabs the rope, tried to haul her husband out of the water.
Yes.
And by the time she managed to get him ashore, he was dead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She was just a frail little 1940-something lady. She couldn't do anything badass.
Oh, this is an 18-something lady.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
said 1940s.
That was the other lighthouse with the wreck.
Okay.
Okay. And so she got him up and she kind of got him inside the lighthouse tower.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't lift him up any more than that.
Yeah.
And she goes up, make sure the light's going.
Oh, wow. We must carry on.
Yes. And then she sat with her husband and held his hand for a long time. The storm continued for 5 days and nights.
Mm-mm.
Catherine took over all the lighthouse duties.
Good.
And in between, she would go down and hold her husband.
Wow.
She didn't eat. She didn't sleep much.
She probably died too. Dang.
Yeah. And anyhow, she did keep everything going. The storm ended. And on the 6th day, the storm ended. Catherine had nearly run out of fuel to keep the light going.
Oh, wow.
And she was too exhausted to light the lighthouse that night.
Yeah.
When the light went out and the seas were calming, the fishermen in the area went to the lighthouse to investigate. And they found no one in the house and went to the tower. The tower was 10 degrees below zero.
Damn.
Yeah. It's freaking Maine.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
And
December.
Catherine was freezing, was absolutely insane at this point.
Yeah.
Sitting at the bottoms of the stairs holding her frozen husband. At this point,
she's like probably having delirium from not eating or drinking or sleeping and
then just the grief.
Yeah.
Just the grief.
Right.
Okay. And so they were able to bring Catherine and her husband's corpse ashore, but by that time she had completely lost her mind. She died a short time later. One source and only one source says she committed suicide. So that may have just added to the ghost storiness of it.
I just don't feel like, because she went through so much, I just don't feel like she died of starvation or dehydration or any of that, because she was alive when they got there.
Yeah. And it may have been one of those things that there's a point where your body just can't take what's going on in your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so over the years afterward, many, I'm going to call it a mariner because I realized that that's a antique word, but the only other one I could come up with is seaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all those seamen out there.
And other lighthouse keepers claim to have seen a ghostly young woman
walking,
sad, shrouded in white, sometimes sobbing.
I feel like I've heard this. I just can't figure out where.
Well, I think it's kind of a little bit Lady in White story too.
Yeah, but this seems like so familiar with the lighthouse and the rope and all of that.
Maybe. And many years after the incident, some keepers say they would hear knocking on the door. And as they opened the door, they would see a woman dressed in white heading to the tower. That's kind of spooky.
That is spooky.
Yeah, especially since you can't get on or off the island without everybody knowing.
Or maybe those guys that saw her were just going mad too.
Maybe so.
I'm always going to argue the ghost theory.
Yeah. And so, yes, that whole tower should, here's another part. There have been tales of the empty lighthouse starting to shine just in time to save ships.
Wow.
After the lighthouse was kind of decommissioned and everything.
Huh.
So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way to explain that.
No.
She wanted to keep that lighthouse going, even though her husband was
her job,
dead.
because that was her husband's job, and she stood in for him whenever he couldn't.
Bless her heart.
That was awesome.
I hope she finds peace.
I do too. Okay. And then where I was, there's a story on County Road 57, also in Oswego. And this is a scene of another tragedy that left its mark. William Cooper came home drunk in the spring of 1898.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine any man coming home drunk.
Home drunk, having to go to a bar after he ate, after he worked. And
yes.
come home. And it's the people that go out for it, I think, are the bigger assholes, afterward.
Yeah.
Like, because if I want to go home after work and have a few drinks, I'd do it right there in my recliner with my feet up.
Yeah.
So he came home drunk, and got in an argument with his wife, shot at her.
Jesus Christ.
But missed.
Good.
She grabbed her daughter and ran to a nearby home. Now, this was all in the New York Times. So this happened.
Okay. This part's real.
This part's real. So Cooper tracked his wife down, shot the neighbor who was trying to protect.
Yes.
Shot his wife and their daughter.
And this was, did you say
1898.
Okay.
And now people report seeing a woman running down the road with a little girl barefoot in nightgowns.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever end up in Oswego County, there are ghost tours. I didn't know it was so haunted until I got up there looking.
Wow.
And and I can't wait to go somewhere else and bring out spooky tales from a whole nother kind of subculture of America.
That would be great.
Yeah. So that was so cool.
Spooky time in New York. Upstate New York?
Upstate. Yeah, I think they call it central, but to me it's upstate because you can't get no more up.
You be in Canada.
Or gurgling because you'll be in the lake. But y'all saw some of my photos on the Grits page. That was just a normal cemetery that was in use still.
Wow.
And it wasn't like a historical marker. It wasn't anything special. This place is so old that you have graves that were with headstones on them from 1802.
I'm surprised you could still read the engraving, like that the weather hasn't worn the stone down.
I don't know how that happened.
Maybe someone came and they're just like touching it up over the years.
I don't know. And see, that thing is covered with snow.
Yeah.
The snow up there gets, because it's lake effect snow. So it's not like you get 12 inches of snow on the ground that stays forever. You get feet and feet and feet of snow. It's just constantly piling up for months. They got 6 months where you can't see the ground.
Jeez.
The first time I went up there, it was like in February. And everybody had their Christmas decorations up still. And I was like, you lazy sack of... And then we went to somebody's house and their wreath was frozen.
Wow.
To the wall. And I was like, oh, that's why you still have them up. You got to wait for a thaw to take this crap down. But it was kind of fun, kind of interesting. You know me, I love old crap.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to pick up something for the podcast while you were out on your travels.
Yeah, because you know me, I can't not work. It's something. That's why I've got like 15 different jobs. I'm not good at sitting and relaxing.
Well, maybe
but that's okay.
Maybe one day.
No, I don't know. I don't think like Dave and I, when we do our retirement dreams, it's always got a retirement job connected to it. Like,
y'all gonna be a greeter at Walmart?
Actually, if we do, like, I think the one that we are the happiest about is doing like a B&B on the coast and a bait shop.
Cool.
For fishermen.
Yeah.
I can cook, clean up a couple of rooms. Men are less messy than women in those situations.
Yeah.
They don't come with makeup and stuff.
Right.
So you come in, dust, sweep, mop.
Yeah.
You're out.
Good deal. Okay. That's a plan. I will not be working. I'm looking at Harold.
The only other option for me not wanting to do something with my time is if what we're doing with our time is traveling around.
Yeah. I think that's what we want to do too.
I don't want to sit in a recliner for the rest of my life.
No.
And wait for the end. Got to do something.
We'll keep bringing more stories from your travels.
I will.
And thank you for doing that. That was awesome. Harold, thank you for camera switching. Thank you for the new curtain that you put up.
That's kind of cool. I do like that back there.
Now you don't get to see the board games and the chips and refrigerator and all that. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Darla, thanks again for all the goodies.
That was sweet.
And hey, everybody out there, if you enjoyed that and you want to help support the show, go to patreon/grits. That's Patreon/grits. And help support the show there. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, Facebook. We have a group, Grits Group, family, friends, and fans. And then we also have a Grits with a Side of Murder page. Website. We do updates there. So go check it out. gritswithasideofmurder.com. Is anything else? Oh, YouTube. We're so close.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and, because this will be a couple of weeks before it comes out, since we are that close, I'm going to say, yeah, y'all, you did it.
1,000.
You got us there.
But we're so close.
We are like
a few. Handful.
Just like one house could get us there.
Yes. Okay. You be that house. Go take all the devices in the house and subscribe, go follow, whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
All right. We love y'all. Tell your mom and them to listen. And we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.